What up guys, CatapDCG here today with a Rayquaza GX deck profile. Like I've said in my other World Format decks, this is meant to be good for testing and not necessarily optimal. In fact, I doubt that it's optimal. This is just a base list made for more consistency and less tech heavy. I'm not saying that there aren't going to be techs in here, I'm not going to say that there aren't cards that are matchup specific, but this is a good guideline, I guess, for testing. And just making sure that the deck is functional. This is one that's getting a lot of hype, and I do not, initially I was like, this is actually pretty good. But then once I tested it more, I was like, not so much. But this is still, I feel, has potential. Yeah, so Rayquaza GX is a pretty good card on its own. Its ability is it's good, but also bad. It's a blessing and a curse. You can discard the top, when you play it down, you can discard the top 3 cards of your deck, and then get a basic energy from your discard pile and put it on that Rayquaza GX. Oftentimes you find yourself milling extremely useful things like Max Elixirs and Guzmas and other Rayquazas, things like that, which is why it's bad. But being able to accelerate energy a lot faster is amazing. Its attack does 30 damage times the number of electric and grass energy attached to all of your Pokemon. And then its GX does, you discard your hand and draw 10. So, the GX attack is another okay type of thing. Latias Prism Star is also amazing in this deck, does 30, and you can attach an energy from your discard pile to each of your benched basic Dragon-type Pokemon. I believe that's what it says. It might not be basic, it might not be benched. I'm pretty sure that it's basic and bench, I'm not sure. Tapu Koko GX is really just there for Arrow Trail, being able to sneak in attacks, and then Sky High Claws is really good because it does 130 easily. And then Tapu Thunder can be used for one-shotting things. Sky High Claws is especially good against Buzzwole and Greninja. That's the main thing that it's used for, but also Tapu Thunder can be good. Tapu Lele GX is for Wonder Tag to get your supporters out. Supporters are pretty important in this deck. 4 Sycamore, 4 Guzma, 3 Cynthia, 2 N. I'm not sure this is the most optimal supporter count, but this is the easiest to do, easiest to use, so this is what's in here for now. 2 Parallel City, which I'm honestly debating on, because the Zoroark matchup can actually be pretty tricky. But with Parallel City, it seems like it could change. If Parallel City does not seem to float my boat with the Zoroark matchup, I would probably add a Lily, and then maybe an Ultra Ball or an Oranguru. Probably an Oranguru. For Max Elixir, basically you should probably know what this card does if you play for a while, but look at the top 6 and get an energy there and put it on one of your bench basic Pokemon. Another very good way to accelerate energies. Usually I find myself with 4 or 5 energies on the first turn, and then 6 to 7 on the second turn. 4 Fighting Fury. Whoa, this is weird. This is horrible. 4 Fighting Fury Belt. I did the list very weirdly. Fighting Fury Belt is awesome because it allows you to have 40 more HP. Doesn't always work. It's not always helpful, but it can be. Just don't rely on it. If you have to attach it to not get knocked out, you're probably gonna get knocked out. But still. 3 Floatstone, just retreating is good. You really probably don't need 3, but because you're milling so much, I would say 3 is pretty good. For Mysterious Treasure, I'm sorry, the layout of this is bad, and I forgot to check if some of the cards were in Japanese that weren't supposed to be. I'll fix that in the list in the description below, but Mysterious Treasure is awesome. It allows you to get a Dragon or Psychic-type Pokemon, which, if you remember, everything but the Tapu Koko is Psychic or Dragon. So this is just an easier way of getting out Pokemon. especially Rayquazas. And then 3 Ultra Ball, it is inferior, in this case, to Mysterious Treasure, but it's still necessary. You could even cut one of them. I would say no less than 2 in this deck. But I'd say 2 to 4 is pretty good. 2 Field Blower, just because you kind of need it sometimes with Fighting Fury Belts, or Dumbbells, or Garbodor, or who knows, just Field Blower is pretty useful. 2 Rescue Stretcher, also an amazing card, because you mill yourself a lot, so being able to put your Pokemon either in the deck or in your hand is very nice. 1 Pal Pad, just to put your supporters back that you milled, and then a 7/7 count of energies. The one problem that this deck has that I can't seem to really solve is that once the first Rayquaza goes down, you're usually kind of screwed. Sure, you have Latias, but then you're behind. And I tried Wish Baton, but it just gets Field Blowered away, so I don't feel like that's good. Yeah. Leave a like and subscribe for more competitive deck profiles and stuff like that.